This is the What Are We Doing? Phillies postgame show.
There is home field advantage, and then there's Philadelphia. We won the game. That was great. Let's go. What a catch. Philadelphia Phillies are your National League East champions.
Recapping today's Phillies win, your host, Kevin Flannery.
Guess who's back? I am back. The Phillies are also back. They won 7-1 over the Minnesota Twins. I can't do the whole podcast like this, but you get the point. I am back today. Welcome. Welcome back to listening to the podcast. Hopefully all my viewers get retained and everyone comes back, especially for today's game, the Field of Dreams game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Minnesota Twins. Game started pretty wildly. Phillies scored 2 in the top of the first. And then Nola gets out of a really rough situation. But this game got definitioned by Aaron Nola. Nola was great. 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. The walks are not great. 9 strikeouts was good. I really wish he could have gone to the 7th inning or 6th inning. But he didn't get there because he had a struggle in the 5th inning getting through it. But other than that, the offense did well. Arise, first 3-hit game with the Phillies. Told you guys, when I watch Luis Arise play, Luis Arise does good. Luis Arise has just been missing me. I don't know about you, but I know everyone at home has been watching Arise play, and he's struggling. He went that 0 for 13 stretch. No. This is the Luis Arise I like to see. 3 singles. I don't agree with where he's batting in the lineup, but I think we need to save that rant for another day or just later in the podcast. Bryson Stott gets a big hit today. Bohm goes 1 for 5. Marsh gets 2 hits, including a home run, and then I'm missing the big one. Kyle Schwarber, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. One was a bomb to lead off the game on the first pitch, and the other one was a ball that just Luke Keeschel should have caught. He was fully over the wall, and it just glanced off his glove. That is a very rough play by Keeschel. I hope that's how you say his name, but rough job there by Luke Keeschel. He had a good game, though. Keeschel played well for the Twins. He went 2 for 3. I don't know why he's batting so low. He's a pretty good player for them. Ryan Jeffers and Trevor Larnach. Taj Bradley was poor. Didn't really help my fantasy team, but Bradley was really bad. 5 earned runs, 4 walks. And 3 strikeouts. So Phillies win the game pretty. If you're a fan of like a close baseball game, this is one of the ones like, pretty boring. They won, good job, moving on, go to the next one. Everyone did their job right. Bullpen did well today. Raley did well, 2 strikeouts. Bolin did well. Duran, of course, came in this game. He did a good job, only allowed 1 hit, and then Kerkering actually pitched well. Did throw a lot of pitches. 16 pitches just to get 3 outs is a lot, but 16 pitches, only 9 strikes. So a little rough there by Kirk, but it's okay. We're going to give some thoughts, though, about what happened the last few weeks, because one thing I need people to understand now that we are on our way into this final month and a half of the season right here, I want to inform all of you of what we are looking at. The Phillies at this point, are in a really tough spot because as we sit right here at 10:48 p.m. on the 13th, Thursday the 13th of August, the Phillies are sitting in a wild card spot, a half a game above the dreaded Arizona Diamondbacks and 2.5 over the Miami Marlins. A half a game behind the Padres and 6.5 behind the Cubs. But I want you to sit here as a Phillies fan, and knowing what happened the last week, didn't go too well. Really struggled. They really struggled against teams when I was gone. They won 2 of 3 against Washington, then they lost 2 of 3 to the Blue Jays, and then they lost 2 of 3 to the Cardinals. Teams like the Cardinals, you can't afford to lose 2 of 3 to. The Cardinals, especially because you're like fighting them for the wild card spot, but the Blue Jays, you just can't afford to lose 2 or 3 to a team like the Blue Jays. And now you play the Twins, the Marlins, St. Louis again, Seattle, the Angels, the Diamondbacks, the Braves, the Astros, the Braves, the Nationals, the Mets, the Brewers, and the Rays. This Phillies team, I'm keeping it very calm today because they didn't lose. This Phillies team is on the verge of not making the playoffs. A thing that over the last few years we have taken for granted, and we've been very happy about making the playoffs. Has it gone well with us in the playoffs? Not really. But we've had runs, and we enjoy that as Philadelphia fans. This next month and a half of a season, every game is a must-win. You are fighting now. You're kind of in a good spot, and you've let other teams back into this thing. You are now one of those teams. And at this point on, from this point forward on the podcast, we will be reacting as if these are must-win games. Because they all are. At this point, they all are. I will save my thoughts on the Don Mattingly lineup and Alec Boehm and the bullpen for a different day because they won today. I just wanted to get that thought out there, not yelling, not yelling, nice and calm. Keeping a nice mellow tone voice that these next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of the season, the last 6 weeks of the season, they better be good, or we're not going to be sitting here waving a towel for Red October. Phillies win 7-1 on the Field of Dreams game. If you like when I'm negative, quick negative things, the Netflix broadcast was horrendous tonight. Absolutely horrendous. Why is there no pitch clock being shown? Why do you need to put your Netflix logo in the middle? You can show the pitch clock there. Other than that, there was a lot of audio problems in this game. I'm not a fan of the way they controlled this during the national anthem. They didn't show when the Rockets red glare. When they did that, they did not show the fireworks. You just showed the lady singing. No. Broadcasting-wise, the game was very poor. But it is cool to watch them walk out of the cornfields, and it's something you don't see every day. So, with that being said, Phillies win 7-1. They take on the Twins on Saturday, off day tomorrow. I may be with you on Saturday night. I don't know. I'm waiting on a Disney thing, so we'll see how it goes. If not, Luzardo and Prelip will go. Luzardo 10-5, 3.32 ERA, and 176 strikeouts. And Prelip 3-5 with a 4.79 ERA and 88 strikeouts. And if I do see you back on Sunday they play at 2:10. Andrew Painter, who's been doing great lately, versus Dean Kramer. That being said, I'm Kevin Flannery signing off. Have a great night. Go Phils, and let's try to get this playoff run. And go Birds. They play Saturday too.